We just picked up a message from a Vicar Anon requesting assistance on asteroid Amomia. She represents a group of priests who worship beings from the plane of water. They have set up a small enclave on the asteroid. I think it's safe enough for us to bring the Moon Dancer close so we can investigate. If you can get them to join the cause, they could probably bring some of their healing magic and water creatures to battle against the Empire.
Greetings to you, traveler. Have you come to worship the Avatar of Water as well? We are standing upon Amomia, a sacred asteroid originally named by our goddess, Persona. This asteroid formed from a great collision ages ago, when two young planets embraced and sent pieces of cooling magma into Remichi space. This collision eventually formed the string of rocky asteroids known as Basalt's Belt. This sacred space is home to the Avatar of Water, a blessed aboleth who calls this home. We are not sure how this holy creature came upon this place, yet we are grateful all the same. When we learned Amomia was only a few days' travel, we felt it was our destiny to make the pilgrimage and pay our respects. Tread with caution upon Amomia, stranger, for there are aggressive Ko'otoa that also call this home. Though water beings under the control of the Avatar, they do not respect our presence as mutual worshippers. Have you come to Amomia to pay your respects to the Avatar of Water? We traveled far in our pilgrimage to reach this asteroid. We set out once we learned that a holy Avatar called this home. We know not the history of the Ko'otoa found here, yet they too worship the same Avatar. Although we should be allies, the Ko'otoa attack my fellow priests on sight. They make it almost impossible for us to reach the Avatar of Water and collect the pearls we use in our rituals. We lack the means for direct combat, as our spells are mostly for healing and conjuration. I hate to neutralize fellow worshippers of water, but they are a nuisance to us here on this asteroid. If you are willing to purge this asteroid of Ko'otoa, we shall compensate you for your time. Their deaths are sobering for us here. We will pray to their god Blibdulpoop, asking for their souls to be granted safe passage to the afterlife. The Avatar makes sand pearls here on Amomia. These are extremely rare and coveted by us, as we use them in our rites for our goddess, Persona. With the hostile Ko'otoa wandering the asteroid, we must scavenge the area in search of these pearls. Your might is clear to us, and we see that you could easily recover some of these pearls. Are you willing to assist us and bring us a few of these? We will certainly grant you a reasonable reward for your time. Amazing! You said you hail from the planet Toril in the realm space system? We look kindly upon your people this day. We recently returned from paying our respects to the Avatar of Water, yet our earlier prayers went ignored. To our surprise, many priests were ingested by the Avatar as tribute when they approached. This must be Persona punishing us for something we do not yet understand. The Avatar of Water cannot be slain, as it has divine protections placed upon it by Persona herself. We must test these protections and see if Persona is still here with us. This will allow us to know if she has abandoned all here on Amomia. The Avatar is quite powerful, yet if you defeat it, we will know if Persona is with us when the Avatar returns to life. After some thought, we believe that the defeat of the Avatar of Water might help gain the attention of Persona. We shall await a sign. For now, here is your reward. We thank you for all of your help, adventurer from Toril. We will certainly provide healing and beings from the plane of water in your quest to stop the Empire of Xerixis.
I guess they should have reconsidered traveling all the way here to worship the aboleth, but that's not for me to decide. I do think having it eat your priests probably wasn't part of their original plan, though. Either way, they'll be quite useful when Princess Adali calls upon them. The age-old war between the space elves and their enemies, the space orcs, has recently made its way to the sulfur planet of Byzanov. This conflict appears to be at a slight lull, which would be a good time to see if we could possibly barter peace and recruit these factions for use in the coming conflict. Flapjack can set a course for Byzanov via the star chart when you're ready. You might be able to convince the elves of peace, but the orcs are far more stubborn. Good luck.
We have chased the orcs across the multiverse in their quest for dominion. These uncouth creatures will stop at nothing to pillage every planet they come across and subjugate the population. Byzanov is a massive planet covered with sulfur pools that emit noxious fumes into the atmosphere. This carbon planet circles a faint star in its last stages of life, casting an ominous glow across the landscape. We were pursuing the heartless space orcs that plunder and enslave any planet they touch. They claim they're looking for a home, but all we see is sorrow in their wake. You're no space orc, that's for sure. Have you come to join us in the fight against our age-old enemy? Maybe you're just here to observe. Some people are into that sort of thing. The war has been quiet as of late, but we're certain that the space orcs are plotting something. Peace, you say? I highly doubt the space orcs are capable of such things. However, I would treat them if they showed some sort of interest that included a cease in the hostilities. I am doubtful, however. Space orcs know nothing other than battle. By Coulson, had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would certainly not believe it. The space orcs delivered a blessed crystal of Coulson along with the rare Corallonia and Salvia flowers. The crystal alone has been in their possession for an age, and all efforts to recover it by my ilk have failed. They simply turned it over as a sign of good faith. I am no fool, however. I will tread most carefully, as the space orcs are certainly known for their dirty tricks. Seeing as you are not one of us, I have a special task for you. While the space orcs are certainly hostile, they will not suspect you being the messenger of good fortune. Gathering up some of the space orc weapons from the battlefield and returning them to their leader would certainly be perceived as a gift. They know we do not fight dirty. Thus, the space orcs will not be suspicious of this offering of peace. If we're lucky, maybe their leader will even speak with you.
We put our weapons down, for now. Byzanov is a massive planet covered with sulfur pools that emit noxious fumes into the atmosphere. This carbon planet circles a faint star in its last stages of life, casting an ominous glow across the landscape. We came across this planet while fleeing from our enemies, the Space Elves. They accuse us of seeking planets to enslave and plunder, but this is incorrect. We travel the multiverse in search of a new home, after having our home planet destroyed by the Space Elves. I was wondering why the elves haven't attacked us recently. They must finally be ready to surrender to us. Though the returning of our weapons doesn't seem like surrender. I wonder if they wish to talk about a truce. Since you are no space elf, I have something to ask of you. Bring me some space orc weapons from the battlefield. I will need them for the rituals of my people. Also, any of my warriors you find on the field of battle, give them a proper burial. Do this, and you will have my trust.
You say you met with the Space Orc leader? He wants to end the hostilities? Ah, this is good tidings. I will send word to my people that we will aid you in your quest to defeat the Xerixian Empire and assist you with warriors when the time comes.
You have done well. You honor my warriors with proper burials, and you bring me the weapons of my people. We will cease our war with the Space Elves for now, but know this, war and conquest are in my blood. Do not expect this peace to last. For the respect you have shown my people, we shall return the favor. We shall shed blood with you as friends in this war with these Xerixian elves.
I can't believe it was that easy. They must really be in dire need of a break in their conflict. I wonder if they've been fighting for so long they simply forgot how to communicate with each other. Either way, both of those groups will be much needed in the days to come. Omomia is said to pass through a cloud in its orbital path. It leaves a rare astral dust on the asteroid's inhabitants each time, and that dust is quite valuable on the market. You see where I'm going with this, right? Get down there and see if you can collect some of that astral dust off the Kuo-toa there. Aha! The rumors are true then. Fantastic! Here's your payment, and a little something extra. I'd like to get my hands on some of those pearls from Omomia.
The way is
Think
clear.
you can clear out some of those Kuo-toa for us? As soon as you're done, I'll send down my landing party to collect the spoils. Very nice. You sure do good work, and fast, too. I don't know where the aboleth pearls come from, and I certainly don't want to imagine it, but they are quite rare. Selling just a few of them will generate a lot of coin for the crew. It'll also help cover costs of running the Moondancer. If you can, try to collect some of those pearls from Omomia. I will give you a cut of the profit. Amazing. What's your take on these pearls? Do you think the aboleth makes them from all the armor it eats? Ugh, I imagined it. Here, just take your pay. It seems the space orcs you dealt with on Bisonov are ramping up their hostilities with the elves again. Stopping them would allow the free peoples of the planet to return, so it sounds like a worthwhile endeavor to me. What do you say? How does the saying go? Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. I really enjoy the flowers that grow wild on Bisonov. Not only are they beautiful, they've got medicinal properties. Interested in gathering a few for me? I would certainly do it myself, but as you understand, I cannot leave the Moondancer. Ah, what is that gorgeous scent? Oh, you've gathered them. Fantastic! Here is payment for your time, adventurer. While I normally don't make a habit of smuggling, I do dabble from time to time. Nothing big, just weapons and the like. On that note, I have a requisition for some space orc weapons. Gather some, and I'll see to it you are paid. This looks great. Thank you very much. Here is payment for your time. We have made great progress in rallying the free peoples of Remichi space to our cause, yet I have failed in locating Captain Zorlar and Princess Sadali's lost ring. I've got a smuggler on Gabion who trades in information. They can probably help us. I'll tell Flapjack to set a course for Gabion space so that we can locate her. If memory serves me correctly, she was split from her crew while on Gabion. She began selling information and antiquities soon after. Use the star chart to have Flapjack take the Moondancer there. The woman you seek is a tiefling named Felardra. She's not exactly the shy sort, so I trust you'll be able to find her easily. I may be separated from the Second Wind crew, but I'm sure I'll find them again. The system here is named Gabion Space, after this planet. Gabion is a giant-sized rocky planet covered with lush plants and extreme storms. Not many Spelljammer ships are able to make it to the surface safely. When the Second Wind crashed trying to leave the planet, I was separated from my crew, and Commodore Crux, last I heard, They repaired the ship and made an emergency departure, leaving me behind for now. Normally, smuggling is how I make coin, but I've built up a small business here, selling information and artifacts. I'll probably rejoin the crew if they return, or if I find myself leaving this planet. Captain Sartel? Now that is a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. She must really be in trouble if she's coming to me for help. I hope she told you that I don't run a charity. Be prepared to make it worth my time. Our first order of business is to help the mercenaries trapped here. A half-orc named Shazur leads their group. I don't have the time to help them directly, so you'll serve as my proxy. Do what you can to help Shazura. I owe her a couple of favors anyway, and I'll work to locate this Zorla for Captain Sartel. There, we have a plan. Speak to Shazura, find out what she needs, then let me know when you're done.
The powerful storms on this planet caused us to crash, separating us from the rest of our mercenary company. The wild space system here is named Gabion Space after this planet. Gabion is a giant-sized rocky planet covered with lush plants and extreme storms. Not many Spelljammer ships are able to make it to the surface safely. We originally landed here in search of water and supplies, but 2 of my ships collided while attempting to leave in bad weather. The rest of my company departed and is currently orbiting in wait for a break in the storms so they can rescue us. While searching for supplies, we were attacked by a band of vampirates that took many of us for food. Fel sent you, eh? Sounds like she's ready to repay her favor. About time. Foul weather brought down 2 of our ships recently and scattered our supplies across the planet. Our rescue ships cannot reach them until the weather breaks, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. I reckon we're going to need those supplies if you're game. We're capable in a fight, but you have a completely different set of skills. We did the best we could to recover our supplies, but the vampirates here overwhelmed us. Each day, the vampirates get closer to our camp. When my crew goes out in search of food, they end up becoming the very thing they seek. We need some assistance in thinning out the band of vampirates terrorizing us. Up for it? We'll be thankful, but I'm sure Fel will be too, since they often prey on her clientele. You took care of the vampirates? Good riddance to them. I hear you're going to take down the Empire with Princess Sadali? I owe you, so count me in. I'll lend you some support when you need it. And hey, if you ever find yourself looking for something more stable than adventuring, let me know. I can always use another sword in my company.
The vampirates are certainly a problem around here, but they don't venture too close to our camp, thankfully. Now that you have Shazura on your side, I'm sure she'll be able to assist you when you decide to take up arms against the Empire. Your work on Gabion is done, but I've another task I could use your help with. Rumor has it that the asteroid Highturn was a thriving space dock until it was struck by some mysterious object. Supposedly, it trapped the souls of those unable to flee, and now their bodies wander the asteroid like zombies. Some say that the spirits there are friendly, looking to help wayward travelers. Others say their bodies wander as zombies and attack adventurers. Why do I care, you ask? Well, I care because the drunken squid crew carry highly valuable magic medallions. Some of my clients have an interest in these rarities, so befriending these spirits just might be beneficial for me.
Ahoy! You come to parley with the unliving. They say dead sailors tell no tales, but here I be. This asteroid once be a thriving space dock. Me and the crew stopped for supplies, and then ran it round. You be wanting to learn about this rock, are you? Pull up a chair and have a listen. Highturn be the name of this here dead spaceport. This asteroid was the way station between 2 major systems for resupplying ships. The large distance between them created the need for ships to stop, drink, and resupply. My Githyanki and elected hunting ship, the Drunken Squid, made a routine stop for supplies. While loading her, A cursed object, the likes I'd never seen, stuck itself into the asteroid. Days later, anyone unable to flee found their souls trapped and their bodies turned into the unliving. No sailors were spared. You can see with your own eyes, myself and me crew are stuck as ghosts. Me crew be wandering the asteroid like mindless fools. Zombies they be, forgetting the code they once swore. Each one of them be given a special medallion after swearing loyalty to the code. If ye be dying as part of me crew, we cast the medallion into a black hole in wild space. I'll be needing to get those medallions back from the unliving here on this rock. Do this, and I'll help you. Blimey! You got the medallions! When me and the crew set sail, we'll give 'em a proper sending-off. Now that the medallions be recovered, you can help me crew. Some of the spirits of me crew can be freed. You just gotta destroy the rancor. Destroy the bodies, and then they'll be free. You're a lively one, that's for sure. No pun intended. The crew of the Drunken Squid owes you. Should you ever be needing some help, give old Hera a message, and we'll be setting sail.
Hera Stargazer? I knew I'd heard that name before. She's a wild space pirate that hunts Githyanki and Illithids. Glad to hear you've earned her trust. You didn't happen to come across any spare medallions, did you? Ah, no matter. I'll make a trip there myself, now that you've explored the asteroid for us both. Asteroid Tanis is known for one thing: Tanisian crystals. These powerful crystals aren't fully understood. Even the most wizened of academics in all the multiverse cannot comprehend them. Some say they're natural, and others say they're from a god. Spells are enhanced by these crystals, and magical items that require them are known to be some of the most powerful artifacts in existence. You can see why the Empire has shown up and imprisoned the dwarven mining expedition on Tanis. I bet you know where this is going, don't you? Journey to the asteroid and assist the dwarves there. I've got no love for the Empire, especially when they get in the way of my coin.
Leave it to the blasted Empire to disrupt the peaceful mining expedition. If I was younger, with a platoon of Iron Fist dwarves, we'd show 'em a thing or two. Tanis! This floating hunk of stone isn't much to look at, but it's probably worth more than most planets you've seen. Asteroid Tanis is one of several moons circling the lava superplanet Calixor, though it's the only one with rare green crystals. The might of these crystals remains a mystery, even to the most learned scholars across the multiverse. Some attribute their origin to nature, while others believe they're divine. Their potency amplifies spells and imbues magical artifacts with unparalleled strength. It's no wonder the Empire has detained our dwarven miners and exploited our efforts. Blast these Imperial fools! My team of miners ain't had a day off in months. There's so many of them that we can't sneak off for a break. Listen, I cannot really lead a revolt because we'll all be killed. But maybe you can remove some of them elves. That would buy us some time for planning and much needed rest. I ain't got much, but I can pay you with some Tanisian crystals if you like. Ha ha! I heard you gave a bunch of those Imperial villains some much deserved punishment. I cannot thank you enough. I'm gonna send some of my team on a vacation. Here's your reward. While you're not showing the Zarixians a thing or two, our mining cache of Tanisian crystals was attacked. Those blasted astral elves got crystals spread all over the asteroid. I can't send any of my miners to help collect them. So I'm gonna ask you for a favor once again. Collect those crystals, and I'll make it worth your time. Hells, I'll even send some miners and crystals to you when you take down that Prince Zealous fella. You got every one of them? Ha! I tell you, it was great watching you run them off. We'll get these crystals packed up and ready to ship out right away. Speaking of packing, remember to look us up when you're ready to evict the Empire.
The Empire might still be in the area, but at least you managed to push them back for a time. We already have some Tunisian crystals en route, which should fetch some decent coin. The Zarixian Empire is mustering its forces for some sort of preemptive strike on an innocent planet system. While my network hasn't been able to locate Captain Zorlar's ship, this Imperial Armada in Gabion space may have the star charts you need. This will then allow you and Captain Sartel to pursue Zorlar. While we await your progress, I'll have my contacts in wild space expand their search. Ah, sounds like the Empire put up one heck of a fight. I must admit, going up against an armada probably wasn't the best idea. Let me look at the star chart you picked up. Ah, this star chart is authentic, albeit hastily constructed. It shows where Zorlar's star moth is currently moored, so your spelljammer should have no problem locating his ship. Take this star chart back to Captain Sartel with my thanks. Sending you here has greatly helped me. Financially, of course. It's a shame Fell's contacts couldn't locate the dirty deceit. But you going up against an armada to source this star chart is quite amazing. I'll get this to Flapjack right away. That star chart shows the location of Captain Zorlar's ship orbiting an asteroid near the planet Thavius Prime. Flapjack has set an ambush course, with us coming upon the star moth from above, using the light from the nearby star to mask our approach. We're ready to go when you are. We're under attack? Zorlar knew we were coming! Defend the ship and get that ring! Hurry topside and help the others! Use the catapult! Take that ship down!
Plus, I will retreat for now.
Get back to the ship! Well done! Let's get out of here! Prince Celeste must have been tipped off by someone on one of the planets we assisted. Fel wouldn't betray me, no matter how much coin the Empire might have offered her. We got out of there just in time. I didn't think we would make it, but your skills certainly saved us. With the Ring of Shooting Stars in our possession, we can begin planning our journey to Zarixa space. So, the vampirates on Gabion have taken mercenaries prisoner. They intend to save them for use as... how do I put this delicately? Blood bags. We need to rescue them and get them off the planet. Sounds like you shut down the vampire buffet. Well done, adventurer. We can't get down to the surface of Gabion to rescue mercenaries with all the vampirates running around. We're going to ask you to get rid of some of them. That's the only way we'll be able to extract those trapped mercenaries. All done? Perfect. We'll send some craft down right now. I heard a rumor that there are pieces of that strange, unexplainable object on asteroid High Turn. Supposedly, they're safe to touch. Why don't you bring a few of those pieces back for me? I know a few wizards who would love that sort of thing. So, are these things safe to touch? I worry if I touch it, it will turn me into a burning lump of coal or something. Then again, I suppose there are worse fates. I hear those zombies from the Drunken Squid carry some mighty pricey medallions. I understand that Hera already collected several of them for burial rites, so she won't mind if I take a few for myself. If you're interested in a little bit of work, you could grab medallions for me. I'll make it worth your time, don't worry. Back so soon? Nicely done. It's a good thing these gold coins aren't cursed. They aren't cursed, are they? The Tunisian crystals on Tanis are an incredible source of magical energy. I've heard some spelljammers have been able to traverse wild space in half the time. They have so many uses, which just adds to their value. You can certainly see why the Zarixian Empire has taken over the asteroid. Help me gather some, and I'll pay you. If you're interested, of course. I can see the glow from here. Perfect.